Hey guys, Trippy, welcome to the video. I'm doing the intro for this one in my car, just because I know there's going to be no wind here, and it's a bit better than seeing my room or something like that. At least you've got like a bit of a blue sky in the distance there. But if I'm repeating myself, I do apologise, because I've uploaded a video recently which I deleted again just because of where we were recording. I was a little bit worried about, like, we shouldn't have really been there, if that makes sense. So I thought I'd best to delete it again. But basically my camera is the GoPro Hero 10. It's a new camera, and I'm having issues with it where I'm recording and the SD card is basically just jibbing out and deleting all the footage. And it's not just me who's experiencing that problem. It's like people online. There's like a guy, he said he went abroad and was like swimming with sharks, recording for the day, and that was lost. Someone else, it was like their kid's birthday party, recording all day, lost. So it's like important stuff that you can't really easily get again. Obviously I only lost like footage of the beach, so it's not the end of the world, but it's still frustrating that you buy like a brand new camera, all updated, and it doesn't work. But I've been looking into it, and as I said, I've updated it, so it should be running all the recent updates. I've also got a new SD card, which apparently the issue doesn't affect this card, so fingers crossed for that. So I just thought I'd come down to Godrivi and Gwyvion and test up the camera for different things, wind included. As I said, there's, well, just in the car now, so there's no wind, but there's apparently a built-in like wind protector thing. I can't imagine it's going to be amazing because it is just a little action camera, but it would be nice to have footage which isn't being like bombarded by wind all the time if we are out in the elements, which a lot of the time is when we're recording. But also some like the slow motion footage, the overall quality. Obviously I film in 4K, so sort of how like crisp it looks and the colour of it. Obviously the footage survives the SD card is a big test as well. But yeah, I just thought I'd spend an hour or so down here recording and see how I get on, and hope for the best, really, because it sucks having a camera that you can't rely on. I'm like really disappointed with GoPro because they've been my sort of go-to camera for about, well, 2 or 3 years now. So all I can do is keep my fingers crossed, say spend the next hour recording and hope for the best, really. But we will be back on track soon. Tonight, if the weather keeps up like this, as you can probably see, it's nice and blue skies, not raining, it doesn't seem too windy. I might try and go out tonight and film some of the Christmas lights, go all over the place, just make the most of it, because as I'm recording this now, it's Thursday, so Christmas Day is only 2 days away. So I need to get my act together, really, and get some Christmas lights up on YouTube if I want to do it before Christmas. But yeah, other than that, obviously next week we're picking up the camper vans, and then we'll be rolling. I think we're going to be making quite a few videos the next week or so, so I'm not back at work now until like the 4th of January, so got plenty of time to get out and about. It just depends on the weather, really, and if my camera wants to play ball. But yeah, I'll stop yakking now, and wish me luck. So just do a quick wind check now. It's not really too gusty today. It picks up every now and again, but sort of these are the kind of conditions I normally be in, really. I can't really call them conditions. It's if it's really windy, I normally just add like music to the clip, but I just sort of face into the wind as I go. But it's yeah, nice day for it. I remember last year I went out randomly, just thought I'd go for a walk, and thankfully I took the drone and the camera, and it was like almost like a summer's day. There was like no wind, nice and warm, and it was like mid to end December, so it's not quite as warm as it was last year, but I'm hoping for one of those days. But I'm just sort of continuously talking just because the wind is blowing like right now, so I'm sure you'll be able to hear me fine. It's not really like properly windy. It's like picking up now, so it's like testing. But oh, if I sound muffled, by the way, I've got my what I call my COVID gear on. If I just adjust it, so I've got what I say as a face for the radio. So I got my hat on and my face mask, so probably looking a bit odd to people, but it's the only good thing to come out of COVID, really, is when it's like windy like this. I like to have my face covered. especially when it's like cold and wet and horrible. It's just like protects your face a little bit, but without COVID, people think, what the hell's he got on his face? But yeah, just got a quick sort of slow-mo shot of a bird, but it was quite far away. But that's another thing to test as well, is how well like the camera, the quality stays when you zoom in. But I'll try and get closer to the waves and see if I can slow it right down, because 4K you can go up to 120 frames per second, which basically means you can, I think you can slow it down to like 25% before the quality sort of goes funny. It sort of turns out like a bit of a slideshow. But 2.7K, it's like 240 frames per second, so you can like really slow it down, and you obviously lose a bit of the original quality going at 2.7 instead of 4K, but it should look amazing. I thought if I just get down to the sea, the waves aren't very big unfortunately, but get down to the sea and yeah, see if I can get some like slow motion waves. Show you guys, I thought it was a log, but there's a dead seal. The last two times I've come to this beach, I'm sort of in between Gadreevy and Gwyvion and Hale, but I don't know if they're sort of dying of old age, or because I can't imagine there's like many predators for them here. But yeah, 2 times in a row I've come in, there's been a dead seal on the beach. I don't know what's happening to them, if any of you guys know.